Hello, welcome to the Michelle G Show. It is good to be back for another episode. Today I have a wonderful guest, Miss Regina Breed. I'm going to read a little bit about her before I bring her on, but I want to yell out to my sponsors today. Today's sponsor, the show is sponsored by Divine Connection Small Business Collective and Peace in Mixtures. Thank you guys for sponsoring the Michelle G Show. I'm going to read a little bit about Regina Breed before I bring her on and have a little conversation with her. I'm telling you guys, this show is going to be live. It's going to be hilarious because if you know Regina Breed, she is hilarious. So if I laugh out loud, just forgive me because that's just, she did it. We can blame it on her. So I'm just going to go ahead and blame it on her now before she even get on the stage. Okay? So that's that. I put that disclaimer out now. Okay? If I end up laughing and screaming, we blame it on Regina Breed. Regina Breed, she is the mother of three beautiful, beautiful children, three blessed grandchildren, 22 years as an elementary educator, 10 years as a surgical scrub tech. I didn't know that about her until I read her bio. She works with the hungry, drug addicted, homeless, lack of reentry program, the absence of financial development. She's an advocate supporter of ending all issues dealing with the detriment of our community and the miseducation of our children. Miss Regina Breed has a host of things that she does. She has a couple of businesses under her belt. Just to name a few, and we're going to talk about those later. She is the CVO of RB Consulting Firm Incorporated and the CEO of A Place of Rest Incorporated. That is a nonprofit organization. Now, before we bring Miss Regina Breed on, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by our guest, Miss Regina Breed. We'll be right back with the Michelle G Show. Welcome back to the Michelle G Show. As you can see, we have been joined with our guest, Miss Regina Breed. I am so excited to see this lady up here with me today, and I'll tell you why. She has been a big part of why I'm on this stage. I got my start with Blog Talk Radio, and I still have that show, but I ventured out and expanded it into this show. Besides Regina Sunshine Robinson being a big part, who introduced us, who was the connection between the two of us, Miss Regina Breed, coached me. She basically held my hand. And you would think by our rapport that we've known each other for years. We've known each other, but this is actually the first time we've ever met each other face to face. That is correct. And to see her walk in and actually put a face to the voice that I've been hearing for a while now, it just touched my heart. So the first thing I want to talk about, I wanted to acknowledge her because if it were not for her and the part she played in getting me started, I would have stayed stuck. But this is a lady who you don't want, let me change that. This is a lady you want behind you when you're trying to start something and get something going because she's not going to let you just sit there. She's going to give you a deadline and she's going to make sure that you stick to it. And if it were not for Regina Breed, I would have never got that Blog Talk Radio started. I would have been sitting there with I don't know what I wanted to do. I don't know what my show should be about. I don't know who I'm going to talk to. I don't know who my audience should be. I had a lot of I don't knows. But Regina Breed, she helped me figure out the I don't know. So the first thing I want to talk to you, welcome.
Thank you, Dollface. It is such an honor and a pleasure to be here. I'm so excited to be here with you. This is, you know how when you have a baby and you go to the graduation and you get to graduation and people go, why are they screaming like that? Why is that lady losing her mind? You know, you know, when I got the news that you were doing this, I was so excited. You know, I was like, go Shell, go Shell. You know, everybody has a nickname with me. Yours was Shell. So I was so excited to be a part of the beginning. That's for me the exciting part. So I'm just elated to be here with you. So thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. And as I wrote in I read in your bio. We're going to jump to your bio. I read the portion that talked about your why.
Okay.
I want to discuss that. I want to discuss what is that motivating force that causes Regina Breed to do the things that you do. Whether it be, we're going to talk in depth a little bit about the community work you do and all the other avenues, but what is that driving force of your why? What makes you want to do those things?
Do you want to hear the nice version, or do you want to hear the real for real version?
I want to hear the for real version.
Okay, let me tell you, the for real version is poverty. Poverty is embarrassing. It's hard to do. It takes effort to be poor. And when you are in a mindset where you don't know what you don't know, then it sets you up for being able to be everybody's footstool. But when you come out of that and somebody tells you, Michelle, you can do everything that follows I am, you can do it. If you say I am a talk show host, you'll be a talk show host. If you say, well, girl, I can't do that, I'm not qualified to do that, then you won't. And so I had a bad issue with people telling me I couldn't do stuff. Don't tell, there's enough stuff in this world that I can't do. So if I got crazy enough to wrap my mind around being able to do something, then I'm not going to let you out talk me. I'm not going to let you out tell me. I'm not going to let you out. You're going to have to go some to beat me in anything I try to do. That's just my motivation. And everybody who come with me, let's go, let's ride, let's do it. I don't like to look bad, I don't like to sound bad, I don't like to smell bad. I just don't. And everybody who comes with me, I want you to win. Yes. Winning feels good. Whether it's my win, your win, their win, winning is good. And when you surround yourself by people who have cultivated a winning attitude, then everything you do and everything they do is winning. See, because when you are better, that means I'm better. And everybody who's listening gets better because of what we bring to the table. Yes. So the drive is, I just don't like looking bad. I know that sounds horrible. I was trying to come up with the clean version. No, you help your fellow man, and you each one teach one. And bomb. Nope, I just don't like looking bad. And that is my drive. I don't like looking bad, and I don't like the people who are with me to look bad.
And see, I love that, and that's one of the things I love about you, because I know no matter what I ask you, no matter what we talk about, you're going to give me the real.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know that whatever you tell me, I can bank on it. You're not going to tell me anything, because I can just tell, and even though this is our first time meeting face to face, I can tell through your voice and when you were coaching me that what you were telling me was only for my benefit. You didn't sugarcoat it, but it was only for my benefit, because you did have that, I want you to win. You're going to succeed at this. And for women, a lot of times, you don't find that. You don't find that in our community, where we want to see each other win. We're too busy trying to pull each other down. And to have someone like you standing in the community helping others and saying, look, whether it's because you don't want to look bad, the fact is, we're going to win, and we're going to win together.
Right. Regina Robinson, we ain't gonna talk. We're gonna talk about somebody like they're not, part of the show on the Regina Robinson Network.
Yeah, okay. We're just
Yeah, we're just gonna let it. She has a thing that says, "It ain't over till I win."
Yes, she does.
And until I win, that just means
it ain't over.
It ain't over. And her and I, when we met, it was one of those things. She wasn't looking bad. You the only one, and then you look bad, so you got to step up your game, because everybody done stepped up their game,
Yes.
And it wasn't a competition. It was, we just don't want to look bad in the genre that we're doing. We're representing women. We're representing African American women. We're representing moms and teachers and entrepreneurs, and we don't need to look bad. And if she looked bad, that means every woman who was performing that night looked bad.
Exactly.
And so since I don't want to look bad, my job was to make sure she didn't look bad.
Yes.
And there's enough money and esteem and power for everybody. I don't have to take your shine to be great. So for me, uplifting you was me. That was personal. You just benefited. Because
I like that.
You just benefited. You really just benefited because I didn't want to look bad. Yes. Because somebody thought enough of me to say, help her out. Yes. Instruct her. And so therefore, I didn't want to look bad to the person that sent you to me. And I didn't want you to look bad, because now your name is attached to mine. And I hustle for my last name, not my first name. because my children carry my last name.
Wow.
That's what we need to understand. When you go somewhere and do something, you are not just representing you. You're representing those that follow you, those that said, I believe in you, I trust you, I support you. That's who you are representing. And you're going to get up and do something half? You're going to get up and do something short?
Yes.
That's disrespectful for the people who buy your product, who listen to what you have to say. And you made a statement that said, I can bank on what you said. Well, Google me, because that's the reason why I'm authentic.
Yes.
Again, I don't like looking, and liars look bad. So you see how it falls?
Yes.
Even and I always tell the people, I'm an excellent liar. That's how I know a lie when I hear it, because it takes a whole lot of effort to tell a good lie.
Yes.
And I don't like nobody like that to construct a lie that well. So I just come out with the truth. It's easier to remember. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I mean, you don't have to remember a lot. And so people will lie to you when the truth will do.
Yes.
To say, I don't know, let me find out. Here is the information that you need. Go to this person, go to that person. It's very easy to say that.
Yes.
Well, and you come up with some fluffy foolishness, you're going to find out that was an untruth anyway.
Yes.
Because the people who know the truth are going to check you, and now you look bad.
Now you look bad.
So I try to always come from a true, authentic place. If I say something, you could just about believe that's what it is. Like I said, when you know something, you just know it.
You just know it.
And when you don't, you just don't. Right. And like I remember I told you, I said, I need for you to get a I don't know what I don't know list.
Yes.
And let me explain what that is. When you're in a networking event, you're in a situation, and somebody says, like, let me tell you how I got it. I was at a networking event, and I network, and that's not knocking anybody. I network better than anybody in this city. I am a networking fool. I can do that. I got, some things you just know you know. I know how to network. And so we were at a networking event, and a guy said, well, Regina, can you tell me about it? He said, yeah, I mean, what is your take on having a flip funnel? First of all, I didn't know what a flip funnel was. I didn't know how to answer the question. How you going to answer a question? I've been contemplating that, and I'm investigating. I said, what is your take on it? Because I got to get more information from him so I can give him a response on how you make a flip funnel. And so that was on my I don't know what I don't know list.
Yes.
Why do I need one? What is it? Why is it important? Why is it structurally substantial that I have one in my business? So people are afraid to find out what they don't know. See, what you don't know will tell you how far behind you are in whatever you're trying to do.
Yes.
So when I told you, I said, get you a list. I don't know what I don't know list. Every time somebody says something that you don't know, you say, really? I hadn't even thought about it in that way. You can say a whole lot of stuff without saying anything.
Exactly. And then nobody has to know that you don't know.
Right. Because it's your I don't know what I don't know
exactly.
list. And I was always told people don't know how smart or stupid you are until you open your mouth.
Exactly.
And so I learned to be very careful what I see, and then they have to call your name. Now everybody knows that you really don't know.
You really don't know. And then they'll hold that to you.
Right.
And years down the line, they'll still bring up the part that you didn't know.
Right.
Not all the stuff you do.
Right.
But the one that you
who was not confident in your security to be able to say, I don't know that.
Yeah.
And that was the beauty of us working together. It was, I don't know what I don't know. And it was, well, let me explain to you. And when people teach you things and they help you through things, you got to be able to do it as to not make people think they're stupid.
Yes.
Just because you don't know doesn't mean you're stupid. It just means you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know today. But I guarantee you, you can teach somebody how to do a blog talk right now.
Yes.
From start to finish. Because I every step. And so it wasn't for me to say, I'm going to just teach you this little part, and then I'm going to let you figure it out because I want to hold that knowledge. Knowledge is not for us. When God gives you knowledge, he's not giving it for you. He's giving it so that you can share that with somebody else. There's always going to be somebody who knows more than you know.
Exactly.
And because of that, how you give it is how you get it. There are people in my life that every time they want to give me information, they want me to pay for it. Sometimes it's not a pay for thing. It was not that. You shouldn't have to pay for that. That should have been a given.
Yes.
So you are so afraid of
giving out that
information. Okay. So now when I get it, I'm going to outdo you in every aspect because I realized you could have just told me that.
Exactly.
It's not going to hurt you to help.
And they don't think past the point that just like there's somebody else that know that I can get it from for free. Or I can do the work and research it myself and find out. And then I didn't have to pay you anything. And like you said, then flip that, and then I take it and I run with it and outdo you, out-resource you, and I don't want to use the word outshine you.
Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is. You're right. Outshine you.
And here's the thing. And everybody, well, that's how I make my money. Here's the thing. God has given me so much that the little bit I give you is the overflow.
I like that.
Y'all better get y'all better get that and understand that. When you give to someone, it's the overflow that they should be drinking from that cup. See, everybody's not qualified, Michelle, to drink from your cup. Yes. We need to be sipping from the saucer, the overflow. And so when I give, I'm not giving from my source. I'm giving from the saucer, the overflow, because you got people pouring into you. Yes. But the problem is people letting other folks stick their straw in your cup.
I like that.
You got folks sucking from the source. Dude, you need to be drinking from the overflow. And if your overflow is so much that it's spilling from get a bigger cup.
Yes.
See, you so tight that you don't want anybody to drink from your source. Well, who's pouring into you? See, the problem is once you got to pay, and then all of a sudden the source dries up. Then what you gonna do? You don't have anybody pouring into you because you didn't pour into anybody else. And so I always want people to be able to drink from my overflow. God's always going to give me more than I need. Yes. Whenever he gives me something and I give it away, he just gives me something new. He just gives me something new.
And it took me a long time to grasp that concept because I would pour out. And especially being in ministry as I am, sometimes, you can pour out to people. And it's what I do. It is what I do. But at a point, you have to back up and say, when are you going to grab hold? If I've called you and if you've called me every night or at least twice a week at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning about the same issue, and I'm up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning talking to you hours on end about the same issue, and then for a year and you still dealing with that issue, I have no more to pour to you. I've given you all I can give, so it took me a while to learn, okay, this is what it is. That's all I have for you. It doesn't mean that I don't love you. It doesn't mean that I don't want to see you move forward or deliver. But I can't keep giving you out of my cup, because if I do, I'm not going to have nothing left.
Correct. And you have to be able to assimilate when people need your time and when they need your attention.
Exactly.
See, time and attention are two different things. Time and attention are two different things. When somebody's taking your time, that's the one resource I can't get back.
Exactly.
When I gave you my time, see, if you took my money, I gave you my money, I can get money back. Yes. Paper come back. But you can't get time. Exactly. Time is the one unlimited resource that I have that when I give it to you, I expect for you to do something with that. And that's why I say I'm not going to work harder than you are about your situation.
Yes.
That's why when you said she will give you homework, and everybody who understands me understands the fact that I will give you homework. Yes. Because I'm not going to give you any more than I'm willing to put out. So if I gave you homework, that means that I understand it. Nobody can take that. When I said, Michelle, these are the questions you have to have answered to me, and I want them by Tuesday.
Yes.
When do you want your show? Give me a date. What day is your show?
When is the first one?
What you stammering for? Look at the calendar. Pull the calendar out. I'll wait. Pick a date. What date is good for you? This is Blog Talk Radio. You can start whenever you want to start. You can go whenever you want to go. When is good for you? And you said,
I did.
Because I was putting her feet to the fire. I was making her pick a date. And when you picked that date, and you was like, but that's only X amount of weeks. I said, well, that means let's hit it. And so we planned out, what were you going to do every day? What were you going to do every week? What were you going to get accomplished?
Yes.
And I said, and then you have to have a pre-show done. You have to have the board because you're working. I'm not going to have anybody work with me. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, you're not.
I was nervous.
I said, no, ma'am, we're going to do a pre-show, and I'm going to call, and we're going to make that thing work for you. and you were so nervous.
I was.
And I said, it's your show.
Yes.
Whatever mistakes you make, they're yours.
Yes.
And how do we know it's a mistake? If you just keep on talking.
Keep
Keep on moving. And I said, and everybody who loves you will be okay with that. And I said, it's your show. Own it. And just like this is your show.
Yes.
Own it.
Yes.
And I'm like I said, I'm so proud that you stepped out because this is not easy to do.
It's not.
And people think it's not. And when you do an hour show, a 2-hour show, you have to stand here because what if I didn't show up?
Yes.
And get a little scary then on it.
Yeah, because when you have a guest planned, and there were times when I had a guest planned for a show, and on the Blog Talk radio show, and they canceled on me, I ended up having to just like wing it, but I did.
And because I always told you, have a show prepared.
And I always had one prepared so that I just taught, but believe it or not, an hour goes by real quick.
Or real slow.
Real slow. We're going to take a quick break.
Oh,
Already. We're going to take a quick break, but we got more coming back with my guest, Regina Breed. We'll be right back with the Michelle G. Show. welcome back to the Michelle G Show. We're still here with my wonderful guest, Regina Breed, and we're going to continue this great conversation. I want to talk now about all the things that Miss Regina Breed does. She has, if I could have read all of her bio, the list is almost endless of all the things that she does. And I want to ask her, because I try to juggle all those things, because I have a couple of different things that I do, and trying to juggle it, sometimes it just becomes too much. And I find that one thing is lacking here and something's lacking here. How would all the titles that you carry and that you have and all the hats that you wear, how do you juggle it all? How do you find that balance to where you're giving the right amount of time to everything so that everything can flow?
First of all, you pray. And what I realized was that Oprah Winfrey and Warren Buffett, these people have the same 24 hours I do. And if they moving mountains and shaking and changing the world in the same 24 hours, I can at least get a few little things done I can get done. So that changed my mind shift. And so I start putting in order things that are important. God, family, business. And so they're in order. So when I have what's called a content calendar, or I have what's a daily calendar, and I list down the first 7 minutes of the day I give to God. First 7, flat out. Usually it's more than that. But if I'm rushed for time, the first 7 minutes I give to God. After, you handle your little business, because people think, you get up, you handle your little business, then you come on back and you take care of the first 7 to 10 minutes you give to your Most High, the God of your understanding. Because there be multiple people, I don't pray. Well, the God of your understanding, if you don't have a higher power, you might want to get one. That's why I said to the God of your understanding. Because Michelle understands who I talk to.
Exactly.
I understand who she talked to.
Exactly.
But some of your audience may talk to somebody different or something different. Mm-hmm. So you need to get to the God of your understanding. And that's the first thing. So you talk to that one. But you might want to talk to the one we talk to, but that's a different show. So first of all, you do that. And then you take care of your money business first. Once you get situated, breakfast and kids talk, you take care of the money first. Whatever is going to make you money. Because if it don't make money, it don't make sense. So you take care of your money things first. And then after that, you prioritize in each category of all the things you do, what's the most important thing you need to get done. So if I have RB consultant, I homeschool my son, I have a clients that I take care of, I do speaking engagements. So I prioritize what is going on. And so the most important thing, or the 1 or 2 most important things I have to get done that day, has to be done. And then on your calendar, your to-do list, you draw a box. These things are absolutely imperative. If you keep breathing, they have to get done. Those are the things like pay the light bill, or they're going to cut the lights off. Or call for the extension so you can, because you don't have the money to pay the light bill. I mean, this is real talk. You can't get so busy you forget to do certain things. Mm-hmm. Go to the bank, pay the light bill, go talk to the teacher, whatever that situation is. These are things I absolutely have to get done today. These are things I have to get done by Wednesday. These are things I have to get done by Friday. And then there's a list of stuff that only the Lord know when I'm going to get to them. I mean, that's just really true. And so you have a list, and it's a yellow line. Mm-hmm. And everything that falls below the yellow line gets moved to another day. Yes. You can't worry about it. You only can do what you can do. And so once you prioritize that I fed the children, I didn't forget to pick up my mama, I paid the light bill, I did this and the other. Once you've done those things, I've made whatever the budget is for your companies, I've made this, I've done my 8 hours at that job, whatever those things are. Once you do them, then you figure out how you work in everything else. And so it becomes a situation where you fill the jar with the most important things first. Yes. And then everything else just kind of get in where it fits in, and you don't worry about it.
And see, that's helpful for me, because for me, I try to do all of it. Everything on my list, I try to do all of it, and then everything doesn't get done. Maybe two things on that list get done that day when I actually had time enough to do more of them. But because I'm trying to do a little bit of everything, I don't get as much accomplished as I know I could.
Right. So that means you need to call me so I can show you how to do your daily schedule. Might want to call me.
Yes,
So,
yes,
and we'll talk about what's the most important things of your day.
Yes.
And then we talk about something don't have to get done on Tuesday, Shell. Then it just don't. So why force them?
You're right.
Right. So does the laundry absolutely has to get done today? Or does the laundry need to be done by Saturday?
Yes.
You know, it has to be done by Saturday. Well, no, it got to be done today because we ain't got no drawers. You know, I mean, that's usually the force that make everybody wash the clothes because y'all ain't got no clean pants or the children ain't got no clean uniform tomorrow. So I'm washing clothes on Tuesday, you know, where I should have washed Saturday.
Yes.
And that would have taken me to Friday. But I didn't plan my week out. Well, we were just.
I know. I just didn't expect for you to say draws, but you know,
because that will make you do laundry at 2:00 in the morning.
But that
it's either you either gonna wash them or you going by the Walmart on your way to work, or you just going free to be. But laundry is something that make you do that. Mm-hmm. Not the children running around and I forgot, Mom, I got a project to do.
Yes.
And so you plan, and so you plan your money, you plan your time, and so when you're not stressed, you can move through your day. It's your day, and so you command that day to do whatever you want it to do, however you want it to do, however you want it to move, and so you plan your day.
See, Michelle, I'm going to end up calling you because I am one of the most disorganized entrepreneurs on the face of this earth. Oh, yeah.
No, baby.
And I
trust
run,
and believe. I got some people who is in the Hall of Fame.
I run so much that I end up exhausted, and I end up doing everything that really needed to be done instead of spacing it out and timing, planning my day like I should. End up staying up late at night, doing it all at one time, making all the orders at one time. I end up doing that when I could have just taken the time.
And you need to schedule, and that's with anything. Entrepreneurship, being a mommypreneur, and some people go, what's a mom? If you run a household, then you're a mompreneur, whether you get paid for it or not. And when you structurally have so many things going on, you are then off purpose of what God has told you to do because you're doing busy work. Yes. See, busy work, I don't care what anybody say, busy work is the attack of the enemy. When you're so busy, you don't have time to do what's important. When you're so busy, you don't have time to pray. You don't have time to rest. You don't have time to sleep. That's the enemy interceding in your day. You're never that busy. Because what if God said, okay, Michelle, why don't I do this? Everything you didn't thank me for yesterday, I'm going to cut off today.
Wow. Yeah.
I didn't thank you for breathing. I didn't thank you for eating. I didn't thank you for clothes on my back, shoes on my feet, clothes on. I didn't thank you for any of that. So then you wake up in the morning naked and hungry. For just about 5 minutes, what you gonna do?
You're right.
You won't forget to thank him the next day.
Yeah.
You are never that busy. Busy is the enemy's playground. He has you running in circles. And for those people who don't believe like I believe, it is what it is. Call me. rgbreed@yahoo.com. You don't like it?
Yeah.
You might want to put a disclaimer whenever I'm on your show.
That's
the
okay.
things that she say, call her. Don't call me.
And it's, you know what, I love it though because this is helping me. This is really helping me because like I said, I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but never really getting everything done like I should. And then at the end, at the
beating
very end.
Beating yourself up.
Yes.
Because you didn't get it done.
Because I didn't get it done.
Because you have that failure thing. Mm-hmm. Well, I failed the day.
And I know if I had planned my day better, I know I could have gotten it done. I know I have enough time. And I know that there's space here. But me, no.
Because there's always something else to do.
Yes.
And really, it's not something else to do. It's just when I'm supposed to do it. Because I am the most unorganized, unstructured person you will ever meet.
Really?
Almost definitely.
And I would never be able to tell that about you because I just wouldn't be able to tell that about you because you just seem to juggle it all so well.
And that's the reason why. Because for me, it is okay. When you see procrastination, when you do it later, it ain't really that big a deal. It's got this mug shot under the picture. But remember what I said, I don't like poverty very well. I don't do not poor. Because see, some of us can't afford the rest of the letters in that. Some of us just poor. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. You got more month than you got money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got 6 more days in the month before you can buy food, and you ain't got but 2 days of food left. You know what I'm saying? That's poor. And I don't do that very well because the God I serve is the most omnipotent God. Yes. I'm not supposed to be in debt. I'm hungry. And so I've just gotten to the point where I just want to be able to serve and live and grow in a way that honors the Most High. I just am in that place right now. And the ladies who work with me, the people who are on my team, you know, I have a motto with them. That I am now doing some things, and I'm called the mad scientist. Oh. You know, I love it. And I'm the mad scientist. And so it's called the biology of business. Oh, and so I'm teaching classes, teaching entrepreneurs the biology of business, the biology of doing whatever you want to do, whatever your business is. It's called the biology. The biology, bio is the study of, in business. So you're singularly studying the things that make you the best you can be at whatever you do. Like, we don't understand, you make soaps, correct?
Yes.
And if you're an artisan, you have to understand that you need to connect yourself with people who have the best quality of whatever you want. Yes. Because I want to be able to say, if I'm getting some hand lotion or some body butter, I'm going to Michelle G. I don't care where she is, because when I put that body butter on my skin, it makes the melanin in my skin sing hallelujah. It quenches the nerve. I don't care what I have to do to get it, because the ingredients that you use were manufactured and produced by people who care about the shade. They care about the glass that it's in. They care about the printing. See, we just buy whatever's cheap. Well, let me go on Amazon. Let me go on Google. Let me go on Etsy. No. You need to know where those items came from. Crafting, being able to understand how to create the very best.
Yes.
In whatever you do. See, I study people who are single subject focusing is what I teach. Let me give you an example. Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
They sell flipping chicken. That's it.
Yep, chicken.
We pay, what is it, $4
and some change
for a piece of bread with a butter on it, 3 pickles, and a piece of chicken.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
And no lettuce, no tomatoes, bacon, all of that's extra.
Yes.
His sandwich stands alone with 2 pieces of buttered bread. It ain't hot toasted. It's just buttered lightly. 2 pieces of, if you deconstruct a Chick-fil-A sandwich, if the bread ain't toasted and crunchy, no. It's run over the little butter thing. It's 3 pickles and a piece of chicken.
That's it.
And we run to the chicken man. He serves coleslaw. He serves fries.
Yes.
He serves co-products, tea and lemonade. He serves chicken salad sandwiches. He even got real good. He chopped the chicken up for us and put it in the little thing and make chicken minis. He don't serve pork. He don't serve beef. He don't serve fish. He don't serve tilapia. He don't serve nothing but them chicken. And you only can get his chicken 2 ways. Yeah. Grilled
or fried.
Or fried.
That's it.
And his customer service is excellent. You can see, you go to McDonald's and you see the line, 3 people. You have no fear when you drive up at the Chick-fil-A. They done lapped the building twice. We drive right in there like we ain't got good Jesus sense. Why? Because Chick-fil-A has instituted the red light. Them little girls come out, they sitting under them things. Welcome to Chick-fil-A, how may I serve you? Now, you got 12 cars in front of you, but they moving now because she done took my order. Yes. And you clock it.
Yes.
There was 17 cars in front of me. I got out in 8 minutes. I went to flipping Burger King. 4 cars in front of me.
30, 40 minutes later.
Was you in line? You was in line behind me? How you know? And little nasty burgers, I said it. My Chick-fil-A was hot and delicious. This burger was cold. She acted like I was doing her a favor. Chick-fil-A said, how may I serve you?
Yes.
They say that specifically. Not how can I help you. I can't help you do anything, but I can serve you. And you said, thank you so much. Y'all better watch them. Thank you so much for coming. No, thank you for coming. Yes. Their attitude is totally different. It is our pleasure for you to come to our establishment. And we're going to do everything we can to help you.
Yes.
Not the other way around. And so when you study companies, people who are single subject focused on what they do better than anybody else, you can't beat them at what they do because they do it better than anybody else. The reason why Oprah was so good because she did it better than anybody else, not because she wasn't the greatest talk show host. Because I'm looking at 3 right now who can beat her all day long.
Yes.
I'm just trying to told you that for the audience. You know, I'm just trying to say. But what she had was a strategic plan.
Yes.
She followed what was happening. She said to Iyanla Vanzant, "You're not ready yet. You're not ready yet." ABC said, if you remember, Iyanla left her show.
Yes, she did.
And Oprah has a strategic thing about how you do a show, since we're talking about how you do a show. She has a meal. Think about it. She has Dr. Phil on her show. She had Nate Burkus on her show. She had a few other people on her show who have talk shows.
Yes.
Your ratings have to beat hers for a certain amount of time, for a certain period of time, so you can grow your audience. Every Wednesday when Dr. Phil will come on her show, his ratings needed to match her everyday ratings. That means people going to tune in specifically on Wednesdays. If they catch it, they catch it. If you don't, you don't. That's not sustainable. She knew that. So when Dr. Phil's ratings topped her ratings for 2 seasons, she said, "You're ready. Your audience tunes in specifically on Wednesdays.
At your time.
At your time to see you."
Yes.
Iyanla had people talking in her ear. See, everybody who talked to you ain't supposed to be talking to you. Everybody who's in your ear should not be listening to you. See, God didn't send everybody to you. See, people who send to you, they only have your best interest at heart. And Iyanla Vanzant said, "Oh, she don't want you to be the next Oprah." Really? She got on ABC, and how long did that show last?
Not long at all.
And how long was it? And Oprah said, we're going to try it again. And Iyanla said, "I'm going to do it the way you want to do it now." And how long has she been on the OWN network?
Yeah, she's still on.
And she's won how many awards? Her show is popping.
Yes.
Because when people say single subject focusing, let me show you how to do what you're supposed to do, then you learn that. My job was not to teach you how to follow me. My job was to teach you how to do it yourself.
Yes.
And once you did it yourself, you can do a step and repeat process over and over again. You want to know how to get organized, you do it the same way. You give yourself homework. This is what I need to do. I don't know what I don't know. This is what's organized. This is what's making me money. This is how I move through my day. And you be stronger, and you give yourself break time. Give yourself cut the monkey time.
Yeah.
Give yourself talking on the phone to Michelle G time with Regina Breed.
Yes.
You know, you give yourself time. And once you give yourself time, then when somebody calls, you can say, because see, if I'm your friend, don't lie. "Girl, I didn't hear the phone ringing." Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm.
You did hear the phone ringing. Remember we talked about being in you standing in your truth.
Yes.
"Hey, Shell, I'm working on something right now. Can I call you back? Is everything okay?"
Yes.
"Yeah, everything is okay. You know, everything is good." "Okay, let me call you back. I got to get this finished."
Exactly.
You ain't being funny. Sometimes you can't even pick up the phone. You just text back, "I'm busy. You all right?"
Yeah.
Don't lie to me and tell me you were busy. "Oh, I didn't hear the phone ringing. I was outside." See, some people make you lie to them unnecessarily.
Unnecessarily. When all you have to do is just be honest.
I can bust hell wide open with the lies I done already told. I'm not trying to put no new ones on the list. You know, some people make you lie to them just
for no
little reason.
Yeah, yeah.
"This girl, you look so cute in that outfit." She don't look cute in that outfit. Why you had to say something?
Yes.
You didn't have to say that. That was an unnecessary lie.
An unnecessary one.
It was, and people tell unnecessary lies, and people create unnecessary visions.
You're right.
You know, can I just say one thing I just been wanting to say to the audience?
Go ahead. You have.
Can I look right there?
Look right there.
Okay, let me tell y'all something on the Facebook, the Book of Faces. Facebook gonna have some of y'all talking and forget you can still get jacked in your jaw. You people get bold and brazen, got a black nerve and say stuff on the Facebook they would not normally say to your face.
Truly.
Facebook have you living the life, and that ain't your life. Facebook have you a picture with a Hummer and you still live at home with your mama. Stop living them unauthentic lives on the Book of Faces. People who don't care. I'm so sick. "Oh, to get my book and there's 29 different ways you can make $1 million. You ain't got but $13.12 and your account is overdrawn next week when they take them $12 out. You know what I'm saying? But you only be giving me 16 tips on how to make $1 million. Ain't made not $6. But you done wrote some flipping book telling folks how to make $1 million. That is not living your best life. I'm so sick of that. And we is good for that.
We are.
We are good for that. Have everybody think you flashy. Ain't nobody standing in their true authentic self. Everybody telling you how to do stuff and don't nobody know how to do nothing.
Listen.
You got folks telling you, Michelle, how to do a blog talk radio show and ain't never done a successful blog talk radio show. So when you get in trouble, they can't tell you, Michelle, don't do this, because if you do this, you're going to get stuck. Michelle, they ain't but one step ahead of you.
Yeah.
You on step 1, they on step 3. How you going to guide me and you don't even know where you going?
Exactly.
You can't stop doing that. We do that. And we okay, and we pay for that. Because you got some flashy foolishness on the book of faces you done paid some little boy at Clark College to do.
I just love the way you say the book of faces. When I told y'all this was going to be a very good and interesting show, I did not lie to you because I knew it was going to be. And now you see why I am where I am here. And I can stand here, I can be honest with you all, I can be transparent. I've been transparent on my blog talk radio show because I had the real to teach me how to get there. So I knew the only way I can come at you was to come at you in my truth. So I don't hide anything. There's moments on my blog talk radio show, and there's going to be moments on the Michelle G show where you may see me crying. You may see me get emotional, and I'm going to minister wherever God leads me to minister because it's who I am to my core. But I can do that because, again, I had the real to show me how to do it.
And it's your show.
And it's my show.
See, people don't want to own that. This ain't a borrowed show. This is not the Regina and Michelle show.
It's the Michelle G show. And I'm Michelle G.
And it's her show. Living my best life.
For real, for real.
And that's how you go through your life. And that's how you do this. All day. Nobody, I can't tell you about the baggage in the weight. I can't tell you about that. I can't tell you about that baggage. That ain't my baggage. That is not my monkey. I didn't carry that. So when you talk about your book, you talk about it in the most authentic way. You let no one at no time tell you what you don't know because they ain't on your list. I can't tell you about that walk. That's not my walk. You know, so I get worked up about that thing, Sheila. I just get worked up about it.
And it's all right. I'm glad you get worked up.
We'll be going on a break, Sheila. Can we take a break?
We can. We're getting ready to take a break right now. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back in a few moments. We're going to have our baggage claim moment, and we're going to close out with Miss Regina Breed. We'll be back in a minute to the Michelle G Show. Welcome back to the Michelle G Show. We're going to close it out with Miss Regina Breed. But before we do that, I'm going to take this moment and I'm going to go ahead and do the baggage claim moment. While we were on our break, I went ahead and pulled the baggage tag. And if you don't remember from my first show, the baggage claim moment is a moment where I pull a tag from this box I have here of things that people wrote on their baggage claim that they want to drop. And the one I have today, it says, I need to forgive my mother. It has caused so many trust issues. Now, what I want to say to you about that, if you're listening, I pray that you are. I don't know what it was that she did or may not have done. But understand, when it comes to parenthood, there are no books that can tell you how to raise them. We learn as we go. And whatever the situation was with your mother, you have to understand she had a mother before her, and she had a mother before her. So she only used and she only did what she was taught. And if we don't learn anything different, then we pass it down. So now it's your time, because your mother can't go back and undo it. She can't go back and redo it. It's time for you to drop it, because you see now that it's causing you to have trust issues. You already recognize the issue. You already recognize the problem and the baggage that you're carrying. So now that you recognize it, it's time to drop it, because your mother can't go back and change that. Don't hold her accountable for we can only do what we know. As parents, we're not going to dot every I, we're not going to cross every T. We take the tools that we have. And when we learn better, then hopefully, prayerfully, we do better. So now that you know better, and you know that the way that she didn't help you, then you make sure that you don't pass that on to your children if you have it. That's how we stop this thing. And don't forget that we always can stop it with prayer and seeking God. And you know, there's a part in the Bible, and Lord, I'm going to paraphrase this because I don't want to misquote your word. There's a part in the Bible that tells us what we bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and what we loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. So when you begin to bind up those generational curses off of yourself and off of your children and off of your grandchildren, and remind God, this is your word. I bind up those generational curses off of me, off my family, according to your word. Because your word said, what I bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. And you begin to loose trust. You begin to loose peace, joy, love, prosperity. You speak those things and you repeat again to God his word. God, according to your word, I loose these things, because your word said that what I loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. That's how you drop that baggage. But don't continue to blame your mother. Now, I don't know if your mother is here. If she's here, then reach out to her. Maybe she's at a point where she can understand. And maybe at a point where she's ready to change it. She didn't realize that she was doing it. But if your mother happens to be deceased, then you stop, forgive her. Let it go. And you move on from here. Drop that baggage. You can't move forward carrying it. Let it go. You've recognized it. You've acknowledged it. Now get rid of it. Remember God's word. It's never going to fail you, and it's never going to return unto him void. If he said it, you can lay down and rest in it. Use his word and repeat his word to him. He know his word. But tell him, God, your word said that I can bind this thing. And I'm going to bind it up, because it stops. That generational curse stops with me. And stop it. Don't let it go another further. And I know that's not correct English, but that's Michelle G. Don't let it go another further. Stop it. So, now that you've got that baggage claim, I hope that I've been able to help you. All things lead back. With this book and baggage that you carry, all things lead back to God. We can do nothing without him. But with him, we can do all things. No matter what you're struggling with, you can drop it. But you got to seek him. Read his word. See what his words say about it. And then drop that baggage. Drop that weight. Before I go to break in a few minutes, I just want to throw this little plug in here about this wonderful upcoming Power Breakfast. It's July 13th, 2019 at 10 a.m. It's called The Unstoppable, the Year of the Unstoppable Woman. So I just wanted to plug that before I forget. I didn't want to leave the show without doing this. And it is sponsored by Wisdom Heals Sisterhood. So you guys check it out. Check it out. It's going to be right here it's going to be at Clayton State University. So again, that's July 13th, 2019 at 10 a.m. I don't know if you can see the flyer, but I'm going to hold it up and hopefully you can see it. But before we go to break, we're going to break and we're going to end the show in just a few minutes. I want to give Miss Regina Breed, my wonderful guest, just about 3 minutes to give and leave you guys with some encouraging words.
Wow. How am I supposed to follow that? That's, in Star Wars, when they look at their apprentices, and you did good, young Padawan. You did good. You did good. And I'm so proud of her. And so my words of encouragement are, everything that follows I am is yours. Everything that you seek, everything you do is yours. There is nothing you can't do if you so choose to. And I am just honored that you thought enough about me to bring me on your show, and for us to be able to have a conversation and forget everybody else is watching, and for us to have a one-on-one conversation. I get to hug your face and tell you how proud I am of you. People don't tell folk how proud they are. I'm so doggone proud of you. I am so honored to be a sister in your life, to say you did the doggone thing. Every time you do a show, it's much better. I'm so proud of you that your words have power behind it. You may start talking all soft, but when that thing get on you, you start speaking with a power and authority that have everybody either quiet or listening. It don't really matter either way, because I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And I love that. And so I want to tell you, keep talking, Shell. Keep digging in the box. Keep telling folks that you in baggage claim. That's your new book, baggage claim. That's not your ticket. You folk carrying bags around that don't belong to them. That's your new book. Is your name on that bag? Unclaimed baggage. Stop picking up stuff folks put down. When God tell you to put that down, don't pick that bag back up. That ain't your bag. Not your monkey, not your circus. Yes. And so I want to say to all the people who don't have a voice, talk loud, Shell. Be strong. You are invincible. God gave you them broad shoulders and them big southern legs so you can hold up that vision. He didn't give them legs to no sister with no chicken sticks. You got some y'all can't see them. She got them all shellacked up down here. I'm telling on them. I'm telling you, got them all greasy and shellacked. God gave you some strong legs because he knew the weight you're going to be carrying. You need to be strong. So I said, walk on, my sister. I'm so proud, so doggone proud of you. Doggone proud of you. And so, you folk get on your show and want to plug themselves. Shell will tell you where I am. My accolades don't really mean anything. It is what it is. It's her show. And I'm so proud to be on her show. But she'll tell you how you can get in touch with me later on the bottom of the tag. She going to do that for a girl. But other than that, I want to say there's a story really quickly, how you end your show. And it became the tagline of how I ended my show. It was my very first show. And I had the cards just like you do, Shell. And I was going to say them, and I forgot. And I looked at the cards, Michelle, and I couldn't think of anything. And so I ended my show by saying this. Made a little watch between me and me while we were absent, one from another. This has been Real Talk with Regina Breed. So since Michelle told me I could end it, this has been the Michelle G Show, coming live to you. She will see you the fourth Monday of every month. Her next guest will be
Kanika Star Reynolds.
That's my girl, Kanika Star Reynolds. Oh, I'm sorry. We still on there. I'm sorry. I forgot. This has been the Michelle G Show. I'm Regina Breed. She let me do it, so you don't ever give it up. Have a great show.